Hey guys, it's me, Seren, back with another car video. As you guys can see, there's something a little different about it this time. I finally have a car mount. Thank you to Mexican Montoya at Mexican Montoya on Instagram, who's been one of my day one subscribers. You've been subscribed to me for a really long time, for getting me this car mount. So now I have a car mount, guys. So now I'm being safe, okay? I'm being safe because I know a lot of you guys have been like really concerned about like me not being safe, and you're totally right, and I am definitely a complete fucking asshole. So but I have a car mount now, so now I can record with the car mount. This video is going to be just a little whatever car video on the Emmys and on the hip hop honors. I can't tell if it's like shaking around. I can't tell. Anyways, on the Emmys and on the hip hop honors. Now, this is going to be the reason why I say it's going to be like a little whatever video is because I did not watch the Emmys and I did not watch the fucking hip hop, the VH1 hip hop honors either. I caught the highlights on the internet. Well, you guys know that I don't have cable, so I don't have cable. So like there's that. I could possibly like watch the whole shit on the internet, but I just really don't care anymore. Like I'm just not like invested in any of this shit, so I mostly just like catch the highlights on the internet, or I catch the highlights through social media. With the Emmys, I watched some of the acceptance speeches, and with the hip hop honors, I watched like Missy Elliott's performance, which is like the opener, and that was all I really watched. So as you guys know, I don't even really give a fuck about award shows. Like I do not give a fuck about award shows. I don't care about any of these award shows. I think, number one, I think that they're all fucking racist. Even though this year was like one of the most diverse like years in terms of like overall diversity at the Emmys. Donald Glover won a couple of awards. He won an award for Best Actor, and he also won an award for like Best Director, like Outstanding Direction, for the band episode of Atlanta, which made him the first African American to ever win an Emmy for Outstanding Direction in a comedy. Lena, I think that's her name, Lena Waithe, won, making her the first African American woman to win for writing on a comedy. She won for writing on Master of None, which is Aziz Ansari's show, which I also don't watch. Sterling Brown won Outstanding Actor in a Drama for This Is Us, which I also don't watch, but I do know Sterling Brown from The People vs. O.J. Simpson, which was excellent, which he also won an Emmy for last year. So like there were like tons of like black winners that were winning, not only for acting but also for like writing and direction, for like behind the scenes stuff. So like don't get me wrong, like that's cool, like that's awesome. I'm not trying to like take anything away from anybody just by like me saying that like I don't fuck with award shows, but like it is absurd that it's 2017 and like these records are like just now being broken. Like, you know how many fucking black comedies there have been, and we're like just now seeing these type of like awards being handed out to like black writers and black directors. Like the award shows are like inherently fucking racist. And like even aside from that, I've kind of reached the point now, let me roll this window. I've kind of reached the point now where I'm like low-key, I have an issue with even like the concept of an award show at this point. I'm like kind of like morally and ethically opposed to award shows. The idea that like you as a creative, like I'm a creative, like I create and do work and shit like that. The idea that like you as a creative, like you create this work and you like put this work out into the world, and then like a group of fucking people like sit up on high and they like vote on the work, and like they then tell you that your work like now has merit and like now has value because like they fucking decide that it does. I really have an issue with that. Like a group of fucking random ass people not gonna tell me that my fucking work has value, you know what I'm saying? especially when, again, like these award shows and these like groups and these like voting blocks so often are mired in racism, in sexism, in classism, in ageism, in all these different things. I've talked about on this channel before how Black creators have an especially hard time, because so often these critics and these voting blocks, as we have seen repeatedly with Oscars and Grammys as well, are like this older white male demographic that just like don't understand the work that we're doing. I remember like last year Atlanta had got snubbed for fucking Silicon Valley, which like nobody even watched, you know, like just even the concept of an award show being the way to somehow validate work is like wild to me. Like I'm really over like the concept of being invested in an award show as a way to tell me that creative work has merit. If I fucking watch something and I like it, I like it. If I listen to it, I feel like this shit is definitely jumping around. Sorry guys, I'm still figuring it out. I feel like if I watch something and I like it, I like it. If I listen to something and I like it, I like it. If I tell other people to watch it, if other people tell me to watch it, you know, like Atlanta, we're sticking with Atlanta for the example, had like great ratings and like great word of mouth, and like, you know, why does it matter if it gets an Emmy or not? Of course, on the flip side, again, as a creative, it's nice to see your work get recognized. Of course, there's a sense of validation there, but I don't know. I'm just not invested in an award show as any type of marker or benchmark or validation for the success of any type of motherfucking creative or artistic pursuit. You're not gonna tell me that I need an Emmy for my work to fucking have merit, especially as a Black creator, when all of these award shows are fucking inherently racist and sexist and bigoted in all these fucking types of ways. But not to take anything away from anybody that won. So congratulations to Donald Glover. Congratulations to Lena Waithe. Congratulations to Sterling Brown. I know some of you guys are fans of Riz Ahmed. Congratulations to him. I believe he's like the first Asian person like fucking to win ever, you know, like, so congratulations. That's not to take anything away from these people or to tell them like they suck, you know, or anything like that. But again, I'm just like really like disinvested from even the idea of an award show as some type of marker for creative merit, you know, like and to me it reminds me of capitalism. It reminds me of just like these hierarchies, the systems that we have in place that say like, you know, it's people up at the top and then it's like people down at the bottom, right? So like you lowly creators, and I mean, and I've thought about this also a lot as a writer, because I hate the idea of pitching. And I hate and I feel like I've talked about this on Twitter, because I hate the idea of pitching for this exact same reason. You know, this concept of you, the lowly writer, you, the lowly creator, the creator of this show, you know, you write this piece or you make this show, you come up with this idea, you come up with this concept, you film it, you create it, you put it out there in the world, and I, me, the editor, I, me, the Emmy voter, me, the Grammy voter, the whatever, I'm the one that gets to tell you that your work has fucking merit. And if I don't tell you that your work has merit, then it doesn't fucking have it. Like, I reject that concept. So that has really led to me, you know, this disinvestment in award ceremonies, because I just feel like they're fucking pointless, and you're not gonna tell me that that's a marker for good art. So with that also being said, Issa Rae made the white people really, really mad, because she said she was rooting for all the Black creators, and they got so mad, which I love, which is fucking hilarious. Ah, that's so racist. You can't. What if we said we were only rooting for white people? Well, we already all know that you're only rooting for white people. A lot of us would prefer it if you were upfront and just told us about it from the fucking jump. So I love that she said that. I think it's awesome. Let me see if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in? No, I don't think I can zoom in because I'm already recording. Dang it. I'm sorry. I know I can tell that it's shaky, guys. I'm gonna get my life. I'm gonna get this shit together. I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, Issa Rae said she was rooting for the Black people, which I love that she said that. I know a lot of people were mad because I don't think Insecure got nominated for anything. A lot of people felt like she got snubbed, which I don't watch Insecure, so you can take that, you know, with a grain of salt and feel how you want to feel about that. But I do love that she said what she said, and you know, the time for fucking black people and black creatives and shit being quiet about how we feel about this type of shit has come and gone. I've seen a lot of people saying they felt like she shouldn't have said that it was inappropriate. But it's like, again, all this shit plays into this idea of like what is appropriate and like who's at the top and who's at the bottom, you know. And you go to these award shows and you got to put your act right on for fucking massa, you know. You're not gonna embarrass me in front of these motherfucking white people type shit. And it's like, those days have come and gone. Those days have come and gone. Like I just said, I'm not even, and I know, and I know a lot of people, it's like falling, Jesus. I know a lot of people aren't even, again, invested in the idea of an award ceremony as a benchmark for artistic merit anymore. So it's like, I already know that I'm the shit. I already know that my friends that are creators are the shit. So I'm just gonna come here and root for all the black people just because I really don't even give a fuck about these awards. Like, I feel like that is like the perfect mindset to even have. So Emmys, that's how I feel about the Emmys. Hip Hop Honors. So I watched Missy Elliott's opening. She did She's a Bitch, which I love. I love that fucking song. I'm sorry, I just did a little dance because I was just like, it started like playing in my head. She kills it every time consistently. Somebody on Twitter was like, Missy Elliott been living in the year 3017. We like still trying to catch up, which is 100% true. The reason why I did not watch the Hip Hop Honors was because I'm tired of the 90s, guys. I'm sick of the 90s. Now the early 2000s was really like my prime time, like my era, like the Dipset era and like shit like that. But I was also old enough to like remember the late 90s, especially like She's a Bitch by Missy Elliott came out in like 99, like The Matrix came out in like 99. So like I'm old enough to like remember stuff like that. And I'm just getting to, I've just reached like peak 90s fatigue. I don't want to say that the 90s are played out because like so much like classic shit came out of the 90s. That are the 90s ever gonna like really be played out? Like probably not. However, it's like anytime we do anything involving hip-hop, now granted I think this is only like the second or third VH1 Hip Hop Honors that they've had, so like maybe as like time goes on they will expand. But it's like every time we talk about hip-hop, every time we do something honoring hip-hop, we're so stuck on the 90s. And it's just like, there's more to hip-hop than the 90s. There's even more to R&B at this point than the 90s. There's more to, you know, black contributions to pop music than the 90s. But we are just like stuck on the 90s. And I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. And this is just me, this is my opinion. Nobody has to agree with my opinion. I'm sure like so many people like watched the Hip Hop Honors and like loved every second of it. But I was just like, I personally like, I have a bit of 90s fatigue. And I'm also kind of like getting to the point where it's like, what is up with them hiring Tiana Taylor for everything that's like involving the 90s? Like Tiana Taylor should like have her own career with like her own talent. Like I know she put an album out that a lot of people like. She's like put out a couple mixtapes. Like she has her own little style. But it's like now at this point, anytime they need some type of like 90s whatever, like they hire Tiana Taylor. Like, are you like a celebrity 90s impersonator at this point? It's just like this fixation on the 90s. I mean, and even this goes back to like a little bit of what we've talked about on this channel before with the fascination with like remakes and reboots. And like, it's like, I just feel like we're stifling originality, we're stifling creativity, we're stifling shit being new and unique because we just like keep on rehashing the same shit over and over. Like the 90s were dope, we know, let's keep moving forward, you know. I also want to bring up though that fucking Pharrell like gave out an award or did some type of presentation or some shit, and he fucking gave a speech about racism and the state of what's going on in the world, which I find to be hilarious, because this is the man that just, you know what, three fucking years ago was talking about new black this, we new black this, we new black that, and the fucking new black doesn't let race get in the way, and the fucking new black realizes that like racism is not a thing and that we're all in control of our own motherfucking destiny, and you know, the new black decides if they want to fucking get ahead or if they want to like fall back and be a victim. And like now here we are 3 years later, and now, not to say that I don't think it's genuine, because I kind of think that it's genuine. I think that that new black shit really followed Pharrell in a way that he, I'm taking my sweater off, guys. I feel like that new black shit really followed Pharrell, number one, in a way that he did not expect. Because that was some fucking coon shit. I don't think I think when he said it, he genuinely believed it. I think he was definitely living in like a rich nigga bubble of really genuinely feeling like, you know, I'm making these pop records, I'm so happy, and you know, white people have accepted me, and you know, I'm doing the fashion thing, I'm walking around in my big ass hat, and racism is over and everything's fine. You know, I think he was really coming from like that rich nigga perspective. And with everything that's been going on in the United States, and people, like I said, that shit really dogged him. Like, that shit really followed him. Like, he came out with some sneakers that said, like, one race, the human race. And people was like, nah, this is some coon shit. Like, it's like, you need to, like, wake the fuck up, my dude, and, like, see what the fuck is going on. And I believe that people can learn and change and grow and unlearn. So I'm not going to say that I feel like it's disingenuous. You guys can argue about if you feel like if it's genuine or not in the comment section. And I'm sure you guys will. But it's just, like, really interesting. You know, again, like, this side of 3 years ago, the type of shit that, like, Pharrell would say, oh, y'all can see that yes, I do drive with my knees because I'm a hood rat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I promise I'm a safe driver, guys. I just realized you guys can see both my hands. Y'all probably like, how is this bitch driving? I drive like a nigga, like with my knees and one-handed and all kind of shit, because I was like taught how to drive by a bunch of niggas. So, sorry. But anyways, it's just interesting to see how, like, you know, like, shit changes. Like, Common went on the Daily Show with Jon Stewart 3 years ago talking about how niggas need to extend a hand in love to white people, and we need to be the ones to bridge the divide and like do this and do that, and you know, now he's flipped the script. Fucking Pharrell talking about the new blackians and, you know, just a whole bunch of coon shit, and now it's like, oh, actually racism still exists. Who knew, you know? So I thought that was very interesting. I'm sure the rest of the performances were fine. I just wasn't that interested. I just really only wanted to see Missy Elliott, because I'm like over like this whole being stuck on the 90s shit. Like, I personally am just over this whole being stuck on the 90s shit. So that's all I really had to say about the hip hop fucking honors. Again, I know that this like is still early, so like maybe as like it goes on, it will expand. That would be cool. Emmys, as you guys know, I don't fuck with none of these award shows. I think that they're all, again, they're racist, sexist, ageist, classist, whatever isms you want to say, vestiges of a fucking time that has come and gone, wherein, you know, these elites, Hollywood elites, people up on a pedestal look down on the fucking plebeian creators, and they say, here, I deem that your fucking project has merit and value and worth. And again, I'm just not invested in any type of award show or awards system as a way to tell creators, especially black creators, that their work has artistic merit and value. Fuck that. Like, fuck that. Like, fuck that whole concept. Fuck the whole concept of a fucking awards fucking show. What the fuck even is that shit? You know? I'm not here for that shit. And every single year, the ratings on all these award shows, Emmys, Grammys, Oscars, all of the SAG Awards, Golden Globes, goes down, down, down. Every single time there's a fucking, it doesn't matter how many A-list celebrities they come out, how many fucking times they have Beyonce come out and fucking perform. I mean, Beyonce didn't perform at the Emmys, I'm just using her as an example. Every single time, like the next day, there's like a fucking think piece being written about how like the ratings keep dropping, the ratings keep dropping, what are we gonna do? The ratings keep dropping. It's like people are just not invested in this type of shit anymore. We're not invested in any of these hierarchical ass fucking structures anymore. That time has come and gone. It's done. So that's what I think about that. But it's still congratulations to all the black people that won. Not trying to take anything away from you, because again, I know it probably still does feel nice to get like a modicum of recognition for your work. Congratulations to Lena and Donald and Sterling and Issa for getting these black people for getting these white people mad with her comments. John Oliver, for some reason, said shout out to DCPS. I have no idea why, but I went to DC public school, so shout out to DCPS, motherfuckers. Food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Peace.